So they're
Well,
much less of a force multiplier.
right. Still sounds like a pretty strong unit, though.
Absolutely.
Oh, all right, so we're. Oh, Biggie, there's the lobby. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, he was trying to make that so they would still be really strong, just not a free win.
Right, it's always tricky. It's very difficult balancing games like this. There's a lot of interconnected things that can domino from one small change being made. So it's a tough spot that Nightmare's found himself in, trying to be the balance god in a an RTS game.
Yeah, for sure. Like think about how much money like some of these companies have to do it, or like even like MOBAs and stuff like that. Like Riot that puts out a patch like every week or 2 weeks or whatever it is. Like they're like $1 billion company. Blizzard, same thing. This is just one guy, one
Yeah,
guy and some friends.
yeah, yeah. The fact that he's been developing it for as long as he have is just it's pretty amazing, actually.
I know. I absolutely agree with that. And he still has the same like level of passion as he did like 14 years ago.
Right, yeah. You can jump into Discord and basically pick a match with Nightmare at any time of the day. He'll probably throw down with you. It's pretty admirable, actually.
Yeah, I just like watched a Grubby video, downloaded the map off High Workshop, saw that he posted the Discord in it, and I was like, why not? Why not show up? So I wanted to play more. I was playing with one of my friends who doesn't like to play all the time. I was like, I want to play the mod more.
Alright, so let's see what we got. Yep, alright, let me just pick the high elves. Oh, and Dice has gone directly
Warriors.
into Warriors. Yeah, that is a very interesting pick from Dice.
Dice has been really liking the Sinichian high wizard. I forget exactly his name.
Yep, but
He's got a really power. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, the early game polymorph harass champion, yeah?
Yep, exactly. That polymorph that also has a DOT attached to it, a damage over time, really kind of shifts the DPS kind of balance in his favor. And he's got such wonderful micro. He really can punish you with that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very strong early game champion for harassing. Just being able to shut down the enemy hero with the polymorph and still get in free damage on them.
He's got another DOT that also, when the unit dies, they become a chaos spawn. So and he can really, kind of whittle you down 2 units at a time, and then one being polymorphed, one with his auto attacks, and then when someone gets low enough, he just hits you with that DOT, and then you're adding to his army.
Oh, I wasn't aware that that if that hero unit kills something, it comes back as one of his own summons.
It's a spell. It's a spell, so it's not
This
So
this
he has
is
to be level 2 to do it.
this is the main difference I've seen between Lemes' early game creeping that I haven't seen from the other high elven mains like Mr. Winter or Mr. Winter, sorry. Getting this early spawn of these archers out, the militia, because normally Mr. Winter will wait until a little bit longer, and he'll time out this archer spawn so that this mob is hitting this percentage as his hero comes out of the altar. So he arrives like right around now on the health total. And it's very very well timed, but doing it this way, he's actually able to get a lot more damage done to the pack by getting an extra wave of archers damage onto it. So it speeds up the creeping quite a bit.
It's a whole second set of archers, huh? Before the hero cooldown's ready before the hero even comes out.
Yeah, it's surprising because I've been seeing Lemes has developed this on his own. He's watched how other people were playing High Elf, and he made it better. And it's surprising to me that we haven't seen that evolution picked up by the other High Elven mains. Because with a small player pool, you'd figure the High Elf mains would want to watch each other.
A player's forces are under attack.
There is the Siege? Is it Siege?
Sinich.
Siege. Wait, where's the extra knee come from? Oh.
I don't know. Sinich. Maybe Sinich. I don't know. That's just how I've always said it.
I've always said
Maybe I'm wrong.
Siege.
Siege?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. We'll call him Mr. T. That word.
The changer of ways. I don't know.
He pities the foos. Okay, Oh, it
It
looks like,
does.
okay, so he leashed out the expansion. There's the Bloodlust from the Ogre Magi going out.
A player's forces are
You see both players going for their expansions.
Yeah, actually, it's surprising to me that Dice is actually pushing for the natural instead of going for early game harassment. I guess he decided that the early game High Elven Spearman and Archer mix is just, from the structures, just not worth trying to poke into.
Yeah, it probably feels like it's better to try to fight him in the open away from his base.
It's a surprising pick, because I feel like he's gonna think he has
under attack.
a micro advantage, like as far as just like an early game micro advantage. So I'm surprised he didn't try and emphasize that and push that advantage. That,
Yeah, and I don't feel like Warriors have the best end game, but I don't know. They've gotten some buffs in this season, and Dice plays them really well. So
trying to squeeze his way in. Oh, yeah, he got the item. All right.
there he goes. So yeah, this is what we were expected to see maybe a little sooner. Was him picking off units like exactly the way he's doing.
Yeah, immediately getting two spearmen down. Lemes is trying to get some harassment on the natural expansion up here. Maybe trying to get the stop. There is the there's the cancel. So
You
this
guys
was
see level 3 going over to the sorcerer. It's gonna be a level 2 polymorph, which is gonna be quite brutal for these units.
yeah, he's picking off all of the Lemes' spearmen right now.
Yeah, those spearmen will spend the rest of their lives polymorph once that happens.
So having lost this natural expansion, Dice is probably going to chase all the way across the map, I feel.
Yep. I think that's a great observation. And see him now putting in some good DPS onto the commander before he's able to run away. Commander nearly level 3.
Oh,
so
no.
GG's.
My bad. I had the bracket up. It's okay.
But we do see Lemes' expansion is fully mining now. Dice building back up. Undeterred by the cancel.
Okay, that was interesting tech. Did he get surrounded by the creeps there? Is that what happened?
On Dice.
It looked like, yeah, it looks like the ogre's got a surround on his hero and he had to boot the teleportation out.
It happens.
A player's forces
I think it's because what happened was he went past the polymorph guy and then he was focusing the other units and then the polymorph wore off, so he ended up being trapped. He's gonna get this hero kill unless he TPs. Wow.
What a save! It's a 4 HP getaway on the commander.
Nerves of steel on that commander.
But he is looking like he's going to lose a farm here. This could even potentially look at supply blocking him, right? Are these, each of these are 10 food? Or 8?
I'm not sure. We'll see in a second when it goes down. But either way, it's going to supply block him now.
It's 10 food, yeah. So
10 food.
yeah, he's
Got the
now...
archers out.
yeah, he has to squeeze the archers out, but that's a supply block. So he's not going to be able to build any more army until he's fixed this farm situation.
These marauders can be pretty useful in the hands of a good microwear. They've got great range, good damage. They're a little squishy, but they have great movement speed and damage. So if you're able to keep kiting with them, they'll win
Now,
the DPS battle.
What do you think about the forward Val's Forge here?
He's playing for the long game. I think that's like an item shop, right?
Yes, that's their shop.
So he's playing for the long game. He knows that if he keeps getting harassed by Dice in the manner that he is, he wants to be able to. But I mean, he has one right there as well, like right where they're fighting. So I don't know, probably maybe a bit of waste, honestly. Actually, considering he has one right there, like you just incrementally.
Well, I mean, now you could either sell things here or you can sell things over here. Just
he can feel a little bit closer to his expansion.
I'm curious if that structure is just extremely cheap to build and he's just using it as a wall kind of deal.
You know, that's a smart thing. A smart observation.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to constrict the available real estate there, trying to bottle the fighting space maybe up. I don't know how that advantages him, given that he has no like range or anything to like kite with.
Yes, exactly. He's got the one turret, so it'll let that turret attack for a while.
Another free spearman that he's no longer supply blocked.
He's got his farm up, but he's also under 33. Dice's expansion is fully mining now as well, so
Yeah, as is Lemes though. Lemes sitting on a good bank right now, about 1,300. If he can get his money spent, he could actually catch right back up in army supply here.
it's a fact. Got a second hero out. Needs that T2 to finish, which it will in about another minute here, I think.
Let's see, what's this research we got going on? Oh, right here. Okay, so we got Nerdle Sorcerer Adept training going out.
They're healers, so I think that's
The
just
anti-magic
kinda...
tower in the back, as well as going up to tier 3. This is the standard setup that we see from most high elves. You do the one anti-magic tower and then the double scout tower at the expansion.
That makes sense. It's got a good mixture of mana burn and DPS.
Yeah, because
anti-magic tower has a little bit longer range than the other towers as well.
okay, GG. The first match, yeah, first match goes to Dise. Very well played from both parties. Yeah, the anti-magic tower just tends to shut down certain advances, right? Any kind of summoned unit advances, a solo hero advance as well. The anti-magic tower can shut down pretty handily just because it'll deny all their mana.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a very nice, especially those heroes that want to solo someone harass you, right? Like if we see like Lizardmen, it's very good against the Sneck summons because they're low HP anyway. So the extra damage from the feedback really takes them out in just like one hit, I think.
Yeah, it's certainly learned from the experience, as you know, playing against the people and what the current meta games are, because I remember watching Lemes evolve into slamming down that anti-magic tower on the natural expansion every game, because you realize that every game I'm taking either summon harassment here, I'm taking solo, you know, hero unit harassment, and just getting this one structure down actually denies a lot of that. At least it makes it way more efficient to defend that natural expansion.
Yeah, and you know, Lemes being a human main and normal Warcraft 3, I think he appreciates, you know, having the same as the similar unit to the Arcane Tower.
It's true. Yeah, I think High Elf might be one of the closest remnants of a Warcraft 3 race, with the combination of like the tree of war effectively creeping, and just the way that their buildings function and everything overall. I think they're pretty close. Warhammer.
Right. And do they also power build, I think?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, I trust you. You played them more than me.
I haven't actually played them at all. I just cast a lot of I've watched
There you
all
go.
of Mr. Winners and Lemes' matches. The biggest thing that I've been disappointed to see from High Elf players of late is that it does not feel like they ever branch away from Moon Dragons. I feel like that's the main problem I've seen out of them, is that is their end game every time, and I haven't seen any other like strategies coming out of the High Elven players.
There used to be a Sword Master of Hoeth strat, but I
I've
don't see that nearly as much
Yeah,
anymore.
I have seen them try to use the Swordmaster army. In fact, somebody won a match last week, I want to say, using Swordmasters. But other than that, yeah, it's been pretty predominantly Moondragon. The Swordmasters are strong. The problem with them is they require a lot of upgrades. I'm exaggerating a little, but I think that unit has 11 or 12 upgrades. It's crazy.
Wow.
there's a lot of, like I said, I'm exaggerating a little, but that unit has a shitload of upgrades before it gets like, before it's fully functioning and has all of its uppies.
They also don't attack up, which makes them really vulnerable to air.
Right. They have an anti-air answer though. I believe one of their upgrades is anti-air.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
I had to look at them again, but I was pretty sure that they have some, they have a response to air in some form. So we have actually Dice is going ogres. We haven't seen an ogre player in quite a little while here. They've kind of fallen out of the meta with the nerf to the lead belchers.
Yeah, they were really popular in season 1, but there's some nerfs to their heroes as well. And overall, we don't see them nearly as much, but Dice still favors them.
I still think they're quite strong. I do. I think that their tier 1 units are especially strong. They're very bulk. Holy shit, that was fast. I did not catch which research that was. Did you?
I'll have to wait until the heroes come out.
Okay. That wasn't butchery. It wasn't economy. I think that was ogres. I don't know.
Hunger, maybe?
I don't think that was hunger. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, that's Butcher. That's right. I'm right.
Yeah, that's butchery. I think that this was the ogre's path, or the ogre, the one that like emphasizes the brutes and gives them access to the tier 3 ogre. What the fuck is it? I can't think of the name of the unit. It's like a tier 3 melee ogre unit.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm also blanking, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we see them shortly. Well, not shortly, but
As the game progresses.
yeah, it'd be cool to see a tier 3 ogre army. I've not yet seen that in one of these matchups.
Yeah, usually ogres try to finish it out early on. You know, they have that really strong tier 2 combo with the harpoon gut stomp from the hunter and the ogre warchief. So it's a stun shadow strike combo. So it's got a good DOT and a really long duration stun. The ogre warchief does stun himself, but doesn't always matter if your hero is getting nuked to death.
Yeah, it looks like Dice is elected to go with the hunter with the saber spawn for early game creeping. And much the same strategy we're seeing from Lemes, going into swords and spears, I believe. And electing for the normal farm creeping and pushing out with just a normal ball of spearmen. I actually didn't catch if he went to swords and spear or if he actually went into magic. Been seeing them go into
Went into magic, Starwood staff.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's been the other path that he's been going into. He was trying to go sword and spear for quite a while, but I think he decided that it was just far too difficult to make that work into the mid to late game. Once your spearmen start really falling off, it becomes problematic.
Yeah, you've got to close out fast, or else you're in a bind.
They're a very strong tier 1 setup with that. Once you get the upgrades for your spearmen early on, okay. You got some
Dice using the illusions to body block out the commander so he can get the last hit on the ogre mage. Oh man, the leash. Lemes messed up his mazing a little bit, so the ogre mage walked back to his spawn point and let Dice use some really clever tactics to block out Lemes from his rightful kill.
he has got enough experience to also catch him up to level 2. Dice is at a very small EXP lead right now, but he lost, Lemes lost all of his, well, his spearmen to get to this point.
Many spearmen's lives. Oh, bless me. Oh, sorry, I was sneezing.
Now, could
Many
you?
Spearmen's lives caves this. Sorry, I was trying to make a Star Wars joke, but I lost it. The sneezes took it from me.
Spearman gets netted as he approaches the creep pack here. And Dice is just gonna try and scoop up any of these creep camps that are close to Lemes' base to try and deny this experience.
And we see the scout goat just walking around, notices the expansion.
Forces are under attack.
No doubt Dice will send some harassers. It looks like they will in the form of the saber spawn, saber tooth,
The town is under siege.
saber tusks.
It's interesting that he ran in and hit the camp here.
Well, the saber tusks were about to despawn, so he knew that he was hoping that they might ensnare or aggro onto the high elf and get some cheeky damage. Instead,
Okay.
the saber tusks got ensnared.
Got Scepter of Preservation, so he's got double town portal items and a town portal scroll and some dwarven ale. Oh, scroll of Dispel going out right away.
One charge left.
It's a good surround on the hero here. Excellent micro from Lemes. That immediately forced out the town portal and sent him packing. Well played by Lemes.
Dice has now his second hero out, so we'll be looking for that wombo combo to see if he can get enough damage done with it to buy himself more time to get to the tech he needs to close out the game. Mana Tower is up.
Yeah, going for that early anti-magic tower is very strong. It's a very good pick here to try and ward off this aggression from basically just the heroes and a single man-eater. Man-eaters haven't quite hit their apex, right? The man-eaters are a strong unit, but they also feel like they need some upgrades to really get going and start being good.
Certainly do. They don't start off with the best armor. They have a lot of HP, but their armor type means they're taking double damage from a lot of things that they don't want to.
Yeah, later on they become very strong.
Yeah, they have like a nuke slow. It's pretty good. Pistol shot, it's called.
Oh, Lemmy's coming up. They might he says, "Oh,
Probably wisely so, especially once the hunter just got level 3.
Player's forces
yeah, he definitely had it. It would have been a mismatch. I think Dice would have pretty handily taken that fight. Is he going for a purchase? He goes for okay, wood splitter. Deciding that he just wants to effectively a shredder. The wood splitter will head home and earn double the wood production that a normal gathering unit would.
Well, normal unit only has 10, and a wood splitter has 100, so it's quite more efficient than
Is that right? It's 10 times more effective?
yes, than a regular.
Holy shit! I didn't know that. I thought it even said in the text on it that it was double effective if you like clicked on it, if you hovered over it in the shop. All right, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Just gotta watch out. The hunter's getting caught out here a little bit, but the rest of the team's not far behind. It's gonna get gut stomped. It's gonna be bad. There's
Wow, that's a long stun. How long is that? That was like 4 seconds.
very long, but he stuns himself. That's how it's balanced, I suppose. I think that's a dead. Yeah, that's a dead guy.
Yeah, managing to whittle Lemes' hero down to very low health, kill off another spearman, and he's just gonna keep on creeping freely here.
Just gonna keep leveling up his big bad boys. Getting level 3 on the bruiser, which is nearly there, is gonna be quite strong with level 2 gut stomp. Thought that stun was long at level 1.
Yeah.
Wait till it's level 2.
I mean, Lemes is getting quite established. He's got everything in production right now. He's establishing his towers, the anti-magic tower, the double scout tower set up. He's got another arcane sanctum on the way here, as well as his second hero. He is trying. He's spending his money quite well.
So he's gonna go for a cancel on this town hall. We see the bruiser come in with the TP. Oh, he's gonna murder this poor
Immediately
commander.
gets gut stomped. Unfortunately, it's just his DPS here. The stun returned by the commander. Oof, that was a miss micro. I think he thought he could tuck through here, and when he
Took
realized,
around. Yep,
yeah,
got
when he
stuck.
realized he couldn't, he was just too thick. No,
Meanwhile,
no,
a
we're not.
lot of workers going down at the high elf expansion. Losing all his mana, but
Player's forces are under attack.
probably not altogether concerned about that, considering the amount of economic damage. Dice does have his, or Lemes does have his second hero out. He's got that high archmage.
Yeah, honestly, Lemes is also still mining. He's still mining from his expansion here, and Dice doesn't have a natural expansion yet.
Town is under
So
siege.
Dice,
Now,
Lemon,
up just now. Just
yeah,
as you said that, of course, it had to finish.
well, he as the statement was still accurate, okay?
No, I'm teasing.
for the timing, but yeah, so he's still got an economic lead though.
Absolutely, he's been mining for a significant amount of time there.
Just a couple or a squad of 4 man-eaters is gonna do a lot of damage though. Trying to pick off one of the arcane sanctums.
Town is under siege.
Really, I think he's just trying to be annoying with this, and to keep Lemes' attention on him.
Yeah, for sure. Oh gosh. Oh, that poor lady. Archmage is a man.
We have the okay call.
He's not calling it yet, but imagine.
Yeah, Sheik just left.
Wait, Sheik left? She's the observer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth dice and then this. There you go.
Yeah, GG.
A little bit of BM from Sheik.
Oh, I don't.
Like,
Can the players see when observers leave?
yeah.
That is. I mean, to be fair, Sheik doesn't speak English, right? He probably saw okay or something, and maybe he thought that that was the.
It's not
Maybe
his first language for sure.
yeah, maybe he thought that that was the GG call, so he dipped out there. I could see how it could be misunderstood. I mean, we
Can
can.
do a bio break. if
Yeah,
that's okay?
absolutely. No, go for it. How's it going, Cody? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. It is very brutal for Lemes to have to go up against Dice in the opening series here. Dice is a very, very strong player, and Lemes is very new to the scene. Up next, we have Dice versus Sheik, which will be a very, very good match.